Dow still holding on to gains of 190 points. Dueling corporate scandals are slamming two major U.S. companies at this hour, absolutely infuriating shareholders. Wells Fargo now being investigated by multiple government watchdog groups after being slapped with a $185 million fine for opening as many as 2 million ghost deposit and credit card accounts and charging customers without their knowledge. This as Mylan CEO Heather Bresch is set to be grilled by Congress over the EpiPen price surge next week. It's kind of a nightmare if you own either of these stocks. How about this? My next guest runs funds that own both of the stocks. He is outraged. Scott Stringer manages New York City's $160 billion public pension system. Scott, 1 million shares of Mylan and 10 million shares of Wells Fargo are in these funds. Let me get first to your comment on Wells Fargo, because we had invited you on to talk about Mylan before the Wells Fargo situation broke. So this is your first comment publicly about how you feel regarding this.
Well, as the fiduciary of the fourth largest public pension fund in the United States, 14th largest in the world, this pension fund protects the retirement security of 715,000 people. And it is truly outrageous that Wells Fargo, complicit in opening up phony bank accounts, putting our pension fund at risk, is simply outrageous, unacceptable, and I believe that regulators should be up and down this company. The question is, who's responsible? And we have to make sure that the highest level of the Wells Fargo board is held accountable, not middle management or the underlings.
Well, you're saying the CEO and chairman, John Stumpf.
But
I want our viewers to know, you own nearly the value of your shares of Wells Fargo.
$500 million.
$500 million. So if you look at since the actual announcement of the settlement was September 8th, the stock has fallen since then. This has got to be just churning your stomach over this. Have you spoken to John Stumpf? Have you spoken to Wells Fargo? What are they saying to you guys?
Well, this is not the first time I've had to deal with Wells Fargo. The Comptroller's office actually worked with Wells Fargo to put in place a clawback provision whereby we are able to go to management and CEO and say, look, when the stock drops and you're not doing your job, then we can certainly get that bonus money, the money we pay, we can claw back that money.
Okay, then.
So that's something that we're certainly going to explore. But we need independent boards that truly watch out for the share owners, not simply the people who are on the board looking at the bottom line, which is their own pay.
To the clawback provision, then, the person who was in charge of the Community Bankers Group, where 5,300 employees were starting these ghost accounts, she left the company in July with $127 million payout. Do you think her exit package should be clawed back? She was in charge of these people.
I certainly await investigation from multiple agencies, but my sense is that if this plays out the way we think it's going to play out, then I think all options should be on the table and people must be held accountable. This is outrageous, unacceptable conduct by a major bank. You know, when you see that Wells Fargo bank on the street corner, well, you know, people trust that that's a bank of great reputation. And then you see this and you look at the investments that we have, the public pension money, and it's obviously a great concern, and it's something that should concern everyone from Wall Street to Main Street.
And by the way, you also own $45 million worth of Mylan stock, which is why we brought you on. But due to breaking news, I'd love to have you back to talk about that, because you have written this letter demanding accountability from Mylan. Please keep us posted on what's going on with that.
This is about protecting children, and the abuse is unbelievable.
Yeah, and you've lost money on that investment, too. Scott Stringer, New York City Comptroller.